my name is Kat, this is my channel Kat Can Sew, and welcome to episode 41. I'm on Instagram under Kat Can Sew, and I never remember to do this. Make sure you do all the YouTubey things like comment, subscribe at the end of the video. It is the Friday the 5th of December, and today shouldn't be too long. I've got like 8 projects with 3 finishes. So it shouldn't take too long. Here is my piece of paper with all my notes. 4,673 stitches. I'll also have my November stats. So let's jump straight in with my finishes. So I have no idea which way is up this way. So I completed 2 more of my Celebrate All Year Black Needle Society stitch along from a couple of years ago. This is April, which was National Peach Month. Sorry, August, which was National Peach Month. I did 564 stitches on this. It took me a few days to do, but I'm quite happy with having another one done. And then like Tuesday, I did over 1,000 stitches in this one and got it finished. So this is again Celebrate All Year. This is Black Needle Society stitch along. This is July, which was National Hot Dog Month. And all I had done is the light brown of the buns, and that was it. I completed everything else. As I said, knocked out 1,084 stitches in a day, so cannot complain about that. I now have just one more left, which is November, which was National Novel Writers Month, and it's about 40% done, so that will go on the Nurge soon. The other finish, so both of those are stitched on 32 count Rivera Aqua linen from Wiltshire. It was a 1-2-3 stitch purchase, and I haven't got these magnetized yet, but I finished my third set 3 of the Mill Hill Advent set. Unfortunately, they're currently a jumbled mess waiting for me to attach the magnets. So see if I can remember which ones. So this one hasn't been clipped yet. So that is the Nativity. There is the Baby in the Manger. Is it really sad I remember which ones of these are finished? The Ornament, the Christmas tree, like you can see all the beads, and the back stitch is now done. The Santa boot, the ice skate, the poinsettia. I think it actually goes that way. And the candles. So I need to go outside to glue them. I'm using each 6,000. And of course, when I think about it, it's too dark for me to comfortably go outside and do that. So my goal is to try and knock them out the next day or so. And then I can start putting them up for Advent. So that is all on my finishes, so I'm really happy with that I got those 3 knocked out. Let me start that again. So now let's jump into my whips. So first up we have Rosamond from Mirabilia, And here is where I was. So I wasn't very far on this at all. I had like 300 or something stitches in it. And here is where I'm at. So I did a chunk of that foot end post of the bed, and technically have started the duvet or the quilt. It's kind of barely showing up. It shows up much better in person. This fabric is being washed out. It is much purpler, and it's much more purple in person. Let's see if that helps. That helps a little bit. So, you know, we're at like 3% done now. Next time I work on it, I'll probably work on the other post, and then we'll start building into the middle. So this is 28 count Opal Lugana in Temptation Weights by Live and Die LA. Needle minders are Ginger Stitch AU and Galloway Gallery. And that is in Black Needle Society bag. With the, I need to change the whatchamacallit, floss drops, but that's going away now. And next up is the good old faithful Ribbon Candy Ornament by Calico Crossroads. And I only got 255 stitches. I got 5 rows done on this. So I'm literally at the point where I've got 3 weeks of work left on this, and I just have to do it. But as we can see, I keep not. I don't think it's going to get done by Christmas, but it might. This is being, at the moment, this isn't getting a lot of love. It's being left out in the main room, and I'm working on it when I'm out there. This is also in a Black Needle Society project bag. Next up is another Mill Hill project. This is Turtle. This is from the Marine Life Quartet. Here is where I was. And here is where I'm at. I got 158 stitches. Again, it's all light blue right there under the flipper. Though next time it gets pulled out, I'm gonna move into the shell, I think, is where I will end up going next time. This is on a 14 count light blue perforated paper that came with a kit, also in a Black Needle Society bag. Next up is Frogwarts Year 1 band sampler. Yes, I did not complete this in November. I complete my November goal on this. Here is where I was, and here is where I'm at. There's my so here's where I'm at. I got the black in over here. I've just got the white left to complete in Fluffy's teeth. Started the Nimbus 2000. So technically we made progress. I did 846 stitches. I've got about another 800 stitches to go for my goal. This will get worked on tonight. And hopefully we can knock that goal out tonight and tomorrow. The next goal is for doing the quotes for years 4, 5, and 6. So, and I think I need to finish pulling out the year 4 quote as well. Again, so that is stitched on 28 count French Vanilla Mistake by Live and Die LA, in a Black Needle Society bag. Q-snaps made by me, grime guards made by me, and last project, as I said, this isn't a lot today, is Celtic Snow by Northern Expression Needlework. Here is where it was, all 150 something stitches, and I think it was 142 stitches. And here is where I'm at. Man, you're really losing the colors. So that is actually 3 different colors there. They are, let's see if I turn this off, if we get those colors. There we go. So we have like a purpley color, like a bluey color, and like a multicolor in there. This is on the next page. 502 stitches. I have about another 1,000 stitches to go on the goals for that. But with stitches in that and Rosamond, I have 1 project left that I have not stitched on this year, so that will hopefully get stitched on the next couple of weeks. That is stitched on a 28 count Celtic Snow Opal Lugana by Live and Die LA. Needle minders are Ginger Stitch AU, Amazon, and Midnight Spells Designs. So that was real quick. My November stats, I worked on 13 projects. I had 3 starts, 5 finishes. I finished 3 of my goal wheels. I did 9,183 stitches and 1,041 back stitches, and most of those were on the smalls finished I did and Jose. So that is all my stitching for today. As I said, this is going to be short and sweet. I have a tiny little bit of haul. I did the Let Your Patterns Show mystery bag from Forbidden Fibre Co., which arrived. So this was the bag, which is Sarge's Boys, on a pink. It is showing up purple, but it is like bright pink. It came with the floss, the fabric, and the chart. So the chart we got was Huntrix with all of their songs. The fabric is 28 count Lugana in Blackboard, which is like a blue black. And then the colors are amazing. They're so bright and they're so cheerful. So they are all standard colors from their collection. So we have Pacific, Color Splash, which has a really slight different colors to it. Stained Glass Window, which, oh my gosh, this color is amazing. Bubblegum, Highlighter, and Purple Rain. And as we can see them together, they're going to look stunning when it's stitched up. I'm not sure when I'm going to have a chance to do that. But, you know, I have all the things for stitching it now. So that'll go on my kitted project. Oh, and it came with a needle minder, which I just dropped on the ground, which is the Demon Kitty with the bird. There we go, Demon Kitty with the bird. And it has a really cute zippable. So that's black and pink with a little music note on the end. So that has arrived. So as I said, short and sweet. Life update. As of yesterday, I have been approved to go back to work as of tomorrow. The new schedule came out today, and I have shifts on the new schedule, so that's not next week, the following week. But I can pick up some shifts next week around my various medical appointments I have next week, and my plan to go to Disney because, you know, they weren't giving me any shifts. So yeah, hopefully that means that next time I speak to you, I will have worked, and hopefully I will be functional still. But yeah, not much is going on. Not much has been done. Getting ready for Christmas. I still haven't put up my Christmas tree, but hey, I have my ornaments and I have my earrings, and we're about as good as we're gonna get. So yeah, I think this is gonna be like 30 minutes max. I think it's gonna be closer to 20. I feel like I've spoken really fast today, but it's that kind of day. So as I said, do the stitchy things, like, comment, subscribe. I know, give me some love. I'd say, like, put a Christmas tree or something in the comments, but you know, there's not much here to comment about today. So have a great couple of weeks, however you celebrate the holidays. If you do, I hope everything goes to plan. Don't let the holidays get you down. If you don't, or it's a bad time of year for you, find the things that make you happy, work on your jam, and I hope you have a great couple of weeks. I'll see you in a fortnight for episode 42. The nerds will know what I'm talking about. Ciao.